Hello, everyone. This is Clara Dogbo, and I'm your startup and transition coach. I specialize in helping people birth their dreams, whether it be to start up a new passion project, organization, business, or transition your career. We're going to be focusing a lot on career transitions because there are a lot of people moving into Canada these days, and it's about starting all over again. A bit of an introduction. I moved to Canada along with my family 5 years ago too, and I was in that position of starting all over again. And I wish I had people to hold my hand and walk me through the journey. And I'm hoping that this channel will help walk you through your journey. I like to just summarize and make videos that just capture some of the conversations I have with my clients as a coach or with new immigrants, just trying to help them find their footing career wise. So I always say start with the end in mind. Where do you want to be career wise? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Famous saying, but people take that for granted because you just want to get something. I was there where I was applying for every job and any job. Just give me something. But I think God was really kind to me and didn't allow me to just get myself into something that I would regret. But I encourage you when you come into a new space or you're in an environment where you feel like you're done and you're thinking you want to try a new career path, start out by thinking about where you want to be 5 years and then walk backward. Now, my clients know that one of the coaching approaches I use a lot is focusing on your strengths and what I call your unique bent, finding your unique self. God made each of us with special talents, giftings. Even your personality type lends towards better some careers better than others, right? And as a coach, I help you craft a career pathway that sits right in the pocket of all of your giftings, or what some writers call a grace zone. So that is looking at all of your experiences, looking at what you've done in the past, looking at your personality, what comes so easy for you, and shaping that into a career focus or several that you could do. And so that you're putting your best foot forward and you're leveraging your strengths and your experience and not having to start from the scratch. Now, again, a word of advice for some people. I see a lot of people coming in and trying to go into new careers and that has no relation whatsoever with what they've done in the past. And they want to go in at the top, at the senior level. Well, you're setting yourself up for a big crash and you're setting up people behind you because it causes erosion of trust in the market. If people from a certain country or ethnicity always come in and say that they can do stuff that they can't, that is your professional integrity at stake, and you're going to impact the trust of people who are coming behind you that may be from where you're coming from, and people will just say, oh, they don't tell the truth, they lie about your skill set. So be honest, be a person of integrity. You want that role, but be honest about where you are. It's great to be aspirational, but you can't be planning to be a CEO in 5 years if you have not even started that pathway now, today. There is a law of progression that you cannot ignore in your bid to get established. So do not be afraid to start little or midway so that you take a step back so that you can take that giant leap forward. And the third thing I want to leave you with is network. Honestly, coming into this country, I was introduced to a dear friend of mine, and one of the things she encouraged me then to do was to do an internship, potentially just get my foot in the door and start somewhere. Again, guys, do not expect that you're coming into Canada or you're trying to change careers and you will start at the top. Get your foot in there. And for those who are already in a career, established in a career, and are thinking about changing. In fact, I think that's a great opportunity because most organizations have lateral moves, and I would encourage you to do what is called job crafting, and more on that in another video. But it basically means crafting the role, the ideal role for yourself. And many organizations are open to you putting up your hand in your area of gifting or strengths and saying, I know I can do that. I know I can do that well, and they'll give you the opportunity if you put your hand up, and you'll just find that you're able to start working in those skill sets, even if it's not naturally a part of your role. But one thing I tell people is be careful. Even if you're job crafting and you're doing things that make you happy, make sure that it still aligns with your team's goals and your departmental goal or the organizational goal, or else you're rob Peter to pay Paul. You're happy, but you haven't met the goals, and you come up with or earn a low performance rating. So make sure you're aligned with your supervisor or your leader as you begin a job craft. And that same principle applies for immigrants. Many times I tell people start with what you're skilled at. And when you get in there, you can have lateral moves. There are opportunities. You need to think outside of the box. And that's the fourth and final point I'm going to leave with you with today on your career transition. Think outside the box. There's so many opportunities to get to where you want to go. But the first place is always have clarity about where you want to go. But even just thinking outside the box, if you get into a role, right, and it's not your ideal role, it's not your dream job, you can work your way to your dream job while inside a role. So I tell you, if you're trying to transition or you're just coming to a new market from a foreign market and you want to try to get something, you want to try to land your dream role, do not be too picky. Make sure that you're getting jobs that you are trained for and qualified for, so you're not lying, and you can begin to build from there. For more information, feel free to buzz me at Claridable and visit my website, lifetribeca.com, and you can get more information, and you can reach out to me to book a free consultation if you want to discuss some of your career transition opportunities. All right, till next time, it's Coach Claire here. Bye.